This is the employer's voice.
99 Rand per hour. That is the minimum cost to employ the most junior, most inexperienced worker in the metal and engineering sector in South Africa. Not 71 Rand, not a hypothetical, 99 Rand per hour cost to company. CIFSA wants you to believe that this number is a misrepresentation. I'm going to show you exactly why it is not. I'm Gerard Papenfoos, Chief Executive of NIASA, and this is the Employer's Voice. A public debate has broken out about the accuracy of that 99 Rand figure. CIFSA's position goes like this. The negotiated wage of 1 July 26 is 70 Rand 95 per hour, not 99 Rand. The additional on cost, UIF, SDL, COIDA, bring it up to 99 Rand, but those on cost exist in every sector. So, they argue, calling 99 Rand the negotiated wage is misleading. That is their case. Let me tell you why it falls apart. Employers do not run payroll on the negotiated rate. They run it on total cost. When a wage deal is struck, every cost item tied to that wage moves with it. UIF contributions go up, SDL goes up, COIDA goes up, bonuses tied to basic pay go up. And in the steel industry, Provident Fund contributions, leave enhancement pay, and additional paid leave go up. They are specific to this sector and they were negotiated by CIFSA. This is how employment cost works. You cannot separate the base rate from the cost structure it drives. The 99 Rand figure is the real cost to put one unskilled worker on your books. That is not a misrepresentation. That is basic math. Here is the comparison that puts this in context. Apply the same 40% on-cost loading to the national minimum wage. The result is 42 Rand per hour, cost to company. The MEIBC is 99 Rand. That means the lowest paid employee in the metal and engineering sector costs more than twice what an employer would pay at the national minimum wage floor. Now consider this. NUMSA is the dominant trade union in both the motor industry and the steel industry. In the motor industry, the entry-level minimum wage is 48% of what it is in the steel industry. Same union, very different outcome. Why? The negotiators. That makes all the difference. In the motor industry, the employer side held the line. In the steel industry, CIFSA did not. CIFSA has, over many years, negotiated this industry into the position it currently finds itself in. They have acknowledged that the industry is in continuous decline. They cannot disown that record by attacking the accuracy of a cost figure. Let me be direct about what 99 Rand per hour means in practice. It means that before a single product is made, before a single order is filled, the minimum cost of a new unskilled hire is nearly 100 Rand per hour. It means that investment decisions, local and foreign, are being made against that backdrop. Investors look at labor cost structures. They look at wage trajectory. And what they see in the metal and engineering sector is a floor that is too high and a trend that is consistently moving in the wrong direction. It means that every employer in this sector is carrying a cost burden that was agreed to on their behalf by a body that now wants to argue about which number to use. Whether you call it 71 Rand or 99 Rand, as CIFSA now apparently concedes it might be, both numbers are deeply problematic. There is no version of the story where the wage level is acceptable. This sector needs a dramatic reset of its wage structure. Not a percentage adjustment, not a pause, a reset. The current trajectory ends in further contraction, further job losses, and a further disinvestment. The employers who remain in the sector know this. Even CIFSA knows this. They admit that the industry is in decline. The question is whether the people negotiating on behalf of employers are going to act on that reality. NIASA has been consistent on this point for years. Wage costs are not the only headwind this sector faces, but they are the one employers can actually control. That is where the fight must begin. It will not be easy. A genuine reset will be painful in the short term, but is far less painful than where this industry ends up if the status quo holds. If you are an employer in the metal and engineering sector, and you are not yet a NIASA member, you need to ask yourself who is fighting for your interests at the bargaining table. NIASA is. We know the law, we know the numbers, and we are not afraid to say what others will not. Join NIASA today. Protect your business, your people, and your future.